Alright, hey, today's a little bit different. We're going to do a little bit of work on the John Deere, the 5525 tractor that I just purchased. If you look in the back there, I think you can see it. But I finally purchased the loader mounting brackets that go on the tractor. I have the hardware that I bought from John Deere, and we're going to try to get this loader on the tractor and working today. So let's just do it. First things first. These are the loader mounts. I have the hardware from John Deere, metric, and come to find out that 10.9 means grade 8, so I'm told. So I have the hardware, and what I do have though, I have a tap, because I think, you know, this thing has never had a loader ever yet, and all these holes that the loader goes onto, like right here, the threads are kind of crappy, a little bit of light rust in it. So I'm going to run a tap through the holes just to clean them up. I think it'd be a good idea. And I'm going to remove this toolbox on the right hand side, because that's going to be in the way also. The left hand side is pretty much wide open, but like you can see the holes here are pretty, they need to be cleaned out. They're just dirty with rust. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that toolbox, and then I'm going to go ahead and tap out the holes, clean out the threads, and then lift up these parts with the backhoe. And cause they're pretty heavy, they weigh about 300 pounds each. So we'll lift them up, I'll get them in place, and hopefully it goes together as planned. So hang tight. Yeah, now that the toolboxes have been removed from this hole, I had one hole in it, one bolt. I need to retap. I'm going to clean out these threads. I imagine that's probably a factory plug. Oh yeah, there is, because this one here has another one. This hole has another one. A couple are missing, but still the threads are pretty rough underneath. So what I have, a little bit of WD-40. Cheaper to buy the 1 gallon can and just keep filling up the spray bottle. I'm going to spray inside these threads. And what I have is, here's my tap, and I'm going to put on a ratchet for now. This hole should be fine because the toolbox is already in there. Yeah, this goes in very easy. Hey, real quick here, I'm going to show you why I'm going to clean out these threaded holes. I'm not sure if you can see that good enough, but let me try to get close. But those threads in there, inside there, they're extremely rusty. And I'm afraid, well, I know, if I were just to put the nut and the bolt in there and force it in, it's going to give me like a false sense of being tight, because it's going to be so much resistance because of that rust that I'm going to think it's torqued down enough when actually it's not. So, always retap them. I run a tap through them, I mean, just to clean it out. And what I'm going to show you before and after. Just take this one here. It's pretty bad shape. The threads are severely rusted. I'm going to give it a shot of WD-40. And I'm going to tap it out real quick, and I'm going to show you the end result. And it's not like I'm making new threads here, so I don't believe I need to go back and forth. We're not cutting new threads. I'm just cleaning up these old threads. That's why I'm going to go straight in and straight out. But I can definitely feel the resistance from the rust. And if you look, you can see all the buildup of dirt and rust on these threads. So I'm going to spray it real fast with WD-40, and I'm going to blow the holes out with an air gun. So I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but now it's real clean, nice threads. Actually, the bolt will have no problem going into the hole. But that's why I always tap it out first. Hey, if anybody wants to know the thread size on the loader brackets, mounting brackets, There you go. I'm not sure if you can read it or not, but it's M20 times 2.5. I have a chain up on the front bucket there in the front corner. This is all tapped out and cleaned out. Actually, a lot of oil, WD-40, but we'll wipe that off in a second. I have a chain going through this pinhole, which I'm going to mount onto that chain on the backhoe. And yeah, and hopefully pick it up, swing it around, drop it into place, and bolt it in. I hope. You know, everything's going really well. I just discovered one thing. I didn't look into this enough in detail, but there's actually 2 more spots here for nuts or bolts right there, right where my finger is, and 1 more down below. So let me back this out and tap these other 4 holes out. So let me do that. glad my dad stopped by. It was a huge help. Would have been tough doing it by myself. So here's semi-finished. I need to tighten down the nuts, the bolts. But yeah, it looks good. Fits nice so far. This one here, I didn't tighten down anything on it. So you can see they're still pretty loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten those down. My only issue I have is these quick disconnects. They've been out in the elements forever, from day one, without the caps on, I believe, most of their lives. So I did spray with WD-40. I'm gonna give it a shot again, or maybe even get some CRC in there. And I probably have to get a screwdriver on it in each individual ball, and make sure it's loose. But that's it. So let me tighten down the bolts, and then maybe we'll attempt this loader. Well, I tell you, after a little bit of finagling, actually those quick disconnects were pretty much frozen. They wouldn't slide back, but I was able to get them freed up, and it's on. It's on, and it seems to be okay. The bucket though is a little too narrow. I need to get a wider bucket. So I'm gonna lift it up, and I'm gonna get rid of the stands real quick, and see how it goes. All right, that does it. Let's just give it a little test run. That's nice. Helping by putting in gear. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. This is just what I'd expected, plus more. It actually seems pretty strong too. If I let it down and curl the bucket, no problem, lift the front end off the ground. Hey, there you go. Actually, that looks really nice. I'm so happy. Very happy. Even though the loader bucket's not as wide as I wish it was. I'm so happy I got a soft leveling. I'm so happy it actually worked. Brackets went on nice. Everything was pretty good, actually. No complaints. No leaks. We're good. So I think we're going to say this job is done, and let's move on to the next one, which is going to be taking the rollers out of that 408 disc spine. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys next time.